What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today is a different kind of video. We're going on a road trip with a Tesla Model Y 2026 from Orlando to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. So buckle up. Alright, so before we go on this road trip, we're gonna go ahead and rewind to when I bought this car about 3-4 months ago. We're gonna show some clips of picking up the vehicle. Then we're gonna do a little tour. Then we're gonna hit the road. All right. Model 3 Tesla. I had about 3-4 years, matter of fact, 4 to 5 years now. And you know, I need a little something bigger. So we're about to see what I'm about to get. So stay tuned. This is my old baby right here. It's been through a lot. Bought this in Minnesota 4 years ago. Been through a lot of miles. My first EV, but I think it's time for a change. I actually had better rims, but I took them off since I'm trading it in. Mind if I record it, right? All right, here we go. About to pick up this Tesla.
What are you picking up exactly?
Model Y.
Model Y? You mind if I see the configuration?
Yep. Just a long range, regular. All right, so here it is. I just finished all the paperwork for my Tesla. Usually it doesn't take a long time when you have to pick up a Tesla, but you know how it goes. Sometimes you get a little snag in the road, but hey, we here, we finished. About to pick up this Tesla Model Y. I'm getting rid of the Model 3, which I really like, but I need a little more room. Let's go. Me right here. Here we go. This is my new Model Y. Check her out. Okay. All clean. This is crazy. This is crazy. All right, like I said, I had a Model 3 before, but I just need a little more room and some more, a little more range. So I think this one will work out for me. Hopefully everything works out. Let's go. All right, so let's check this out. And I'm documenting this just because you never know what's wrong with it when you take delivery. So you want to make sure you document everything. But I'm used to the Tesla family, man. I've been a part of Tesla for another 4 years now. 4 or 5 years I had a Tesla, so far so good. Like I said, this is a big upgrade from the Model 3 long range. This is a Model Y rear wheel drive, and I wanted the rear wheel drive because the range is a lot better. I know what 40 miles may not make a difference to most people, but for me, range anxiety is a thing, so I want to make sure I got the most amount of range. And it was cheaper for more range. The only difference between the other version is you can it's a little faster. At this time of my life, I ain't trying to go too fast, you know what I'm saying? But this car is amazing so far, man. I ain't even go anywhere yet, but tell me, would you pick up a Tesla? All the hate Tesla has, man, for the tech and the cost. I got a $7,500 tax break on it. I mean, trade-in. I'm paying hardly anything for this, for what it's worth. Alright, so now that we did the tour, I just want to let you know that this is probably the best vehicle I ever owned. We're going to start off with the storage in this vehicle. It has so many storage options in this vehicle. And I'm going to show you the front, alright? This is the front of the vehicle, and it has, I'm going to show you. Look, this is the front of the vehicle, and it's a lot of storage. You could fit a carry-on in this part. What I like to do with this storage area is when I have like Chinese food or something smelly, I'll put the food in here, close it up, boom, you don't smell it in your cabin. Or another thing you could do is if you tailgate, there's a plug right here. Put ice in it, boom. But this is a lot. This is an extra storage space for your car, and it is the front of your vehicle. All you gotta do is close it, boom, you're good to go. The trunk of the vehicle. Tesla comes with so much storage. Look at this. This could fit a lot of suitcases. I fit so much in here so far. I only had it for a couple months, but as you can see, it has a lot of storage space. But here's the kicker. There's stuff on the side you could store your items. And it also, if you could, they have like accessories. You could put a little mini fridge right here. I've seen that before. So it comes with so much accessories for this car. But guess what? Look at this extra storage space. So this is the piece that comes with the vehicle that you could, you know, if you don't want nobody looking in it, but you can always store here. But look at this extra storage space. Extra storage space. This is the adapter that you could charge your Tesla with that comes with it free. And this is the mobile connector that came with it. I also have one for my Model 3, so I never actually opened this one. So this is basically brand new. But look at the storage, man. Extra storage. You could put suitcases, anything you want back here, and it fits, man. I'm telling you, this vehicle has so much to offer. I'll fix that later. But let's go into the back of the car and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here we go. I don't know if you can see it in light. Okay, so look at the back of the vehicle. Nice space. It fits everyone comfortably. It looks amazing. Look at this. One of my favorite features of this car is the screen in the back. Now, you can watch YouTube, you can watch Netflix, you can watch Disney Plus, Hulu on a road trip. So if you want to keep people occupied, all you gotta do is hit the button, boom. You can watch the TV, you can watch whatever you want while you driving. Look, you could, let's see my channel right quick. All right, you can watch it. Let me just show you how it looks. Boom. See? Look at that. Looks amazing. Touchscreen is responsive. It looks amazing, man. Look at that. And then also you could play video games. You could put a little controller, like I don't have it on me, but we put the PlayStation 3 controller in here and it worked. So you could put a controller in here. You could do the volume. You could work with the AC back here. You could also move the chair up if you want more room. Oh, that's not the one. But yep. See, you can move this chair up if you want some more room. Easy peasy, man. That is amazing. Then you can listen to music as well back here. So while you're watching a movie or a show, the front seat, the speakers in the back will play, but the front won't. So you can still have your conversation in the front while the kids in the back are watching the show. So that is one of the main reasons I love this vehicle. I mean, you can also install it in the old Tesla Model Ys, but it comes with it, so that's amazing. My second best feature is the panoramic roof, or the open concept of this vehicle. Look at this vehicle. This is amazing. The whole roof is a glass, and it makes it feel a lot bigger in here. Now, my other Model Y, my Model 3, it had a bar in the middle, and you know, I kind of didn't really like it. But when I came in here and I seen this open concept, it just looks amazing. If you're driving in the city, you can look up. It looks nice on road trips. I mean, what more can you ask for in a vehicle? Now, the only con is obviously it doesn't open up. It doesn't open up, but hey, you don't need it to open up because it looks amazing. Look at this. Ooh. I'm 5'11", and look how much room I got back here. So there's a lot of room. You can't go wrong with it. All right, so let's move into the front real quick, because this is just an overview. It's not a full detail look of the car, just a quick overview. But look at the lights. Look at these lights in the vehicle. it makes it stand out. It gives it a little kick to it, and you can also, you know, change the color of it, but it wraps around the whole vehicle, the front and the back. These interior lights, it looks amazing. Now, I'm gonna start off with this touch screen right here because this is the brains of the vehicle. You do everything with this touch screen, from controlling the whole car with this touch screen, besides a couple buttons on the screen, but it's very responsive, full self-driving in here. I mean, this thing is amazing, man. I can't, if I go through everything, we'll be here all day, but just a few highlights. It comes with, you know, cameras all around this vehicle, so you can see how many cameras they got, front, back, side, all the cameras. It records when someone touches your vehicle or pass by your vehicle when you're not around. And let's see if I could show you this real quick. So as you can see, a lady was standing by my vehicle the other day, and it just let me know that, hey, somebody was by you. So if somebody scratched your vehicle or mess with you, it records it, and you can always play it back, and you can see it on your phone too. So that's a cool new feature Tesla came up with. It has plenty of apps that you could use. So a lot of people complain that, hey, Apple Music or Apple CarPlay is they miss Apple CarPlay, but Tesla got, their UI is so amazing that you don't really need Apple or CarPlay. I mean, I'm used to not having it by now, but they have so many different things you could use. Like, for example, there's Tidal, however you say that. They have Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts, Apple Music. So those are a lot of options you could use if you want to, go ahead and listen to some music. So I think that's a cool feature that they have. Like I said, it's so much you could do with this car. You could zoom. You could have a Zoom call in this car with the camera. That's amazing. The car drives by itself. That's amazing. I mean, I don't know what else we could talk about because we'll be here all day. I'll get a real in-depth video with every little nick and cranny of this car, but I like it. I mean, a lot of people don't like Teslas, for obvious reasons, but I like what I like. I had a Model 3 for 4 years, and I just said, let me upgrade to this Model Y. You can't complain about that, but I don't know what else you want to hear. You could, let me see the lights. Let me see if I can, like you said, you could change the lights purple, blue, if you see it in there, red, pink, or whatever you want. You could put this light yellow. So, I mean, that's a cool feature that, a lot of cars have it, but I feel like, Tesla was a little slow on it, but they pull it off for the 2026 Model Y. Let me see what else. Oh yeah, one more thing. Fellas, if you want to go out with your lady, have a nice romantic night, if you live somewhere in the mountains or, somewhere a nice place, you can hit the romantic mode. Don't tell them I told you this. Look at this. The fireplace comes on, a little heat comes on, and it plays music. They have so many different types of music you can play, so you can hang out with your lady and have a good night. You know what I'm saying? Look, the lights, I ain't even noticed the lights change. I don't want to get copyrighted, but listen, look all the things you could do, man. This, I don't even know what else to tell you, but it's so much details you could do. This car is amazing. So, like I said, if you want an in-depth view, just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll go ahead and do another video with everything Tesla could do. But tomorrow morning, we got to hit the road from Orlando to Charlotte, North Carolina in the EV straight. I think it's about 8 hours, so watch the next clip. All right, y'all, it is time to hit the road. We got about 99% charge right now. It's charging on my home charger. So let's see. All right, so we just hit the button to go to Charlotte. Let's see how long it's going to take to drive. It says we'll get there about 12:58 in the afternoon, so 8 hours 30 minutes. We got 1, 2, 3 stops before we get to Charlotte. So our first stop is going to be Kings Island in Georgia. And if we leave now, we'll get there at 7:18. But we got a few more minutes. We waiting on everyone else. But as you can see how the supercharger works, you plug in where you want to go, and it tells you exactly where to stop and how many stops you're going to take and how long you should charge at the charger. So the Kings Island charger should be 17 minutes. And we should get there with 18% charge. So all in all, 8 hours. I think it probably takes about 7 hours and a half with a regular gas car. So a little longer. And everyone, yeah, it does take a little longer with your Tesla, but you gotta remember, once you go to the gas station, you usually run in there and get snacks. So that might take you 18 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's sometimes it comes out to the same, or just a little longer than a gas vehicle. Yep. So right now we're at 99%. It is 335 miles with 99%. I usually leave it on percentage. That's how I like riding. The mileage is not really accurate to me. Obviously, it's not a mile for a mile, so it depends on if you got the AC running, the speed, the hills. So everything comes into play when it comes to electric vehicles. So it's not exactly accurate when it comes to the mileage. But Tesla this year, I believe it's a better. It's a little more accurate than before, because my Model 3 was kind of off when it came to the mileage. All right, so we on our way. We started a little late, about 15 minutes later, but it's all good. Our first stop will be at 7:32 at Kings Island Supercharger Station. That's about 2 hours and 50 minutes. So let's hit the road. So we finally made it to the first charging station. We get in here with about 11% state of charge. It took us almost 3 hours, which is pretty good. The battery lasted pretty good, but it's been raining the whole time, so I think we're right on schedule. All right, so take a look. This is one of the new supercharger stations they got. All you gotta do is hit the button. It automatically opens. This thing is pretty heavy though, compared to the rest of them. Lock it in, wait till it turns green. Boom, there we go. We're the only ones over here. It's behind the Cracker Barrel, but all in all, good first leg. And let's see how long we gotta charge. Alright, so it says 25 minutes to continue the trip, and then we should be good to go. Alright, 249 kilowatts, 1,000 miles an hour, so we're looking good. We're looking good on this one. Alright, we'll check in with you in a minute. Alright, so 20 minutes later, we at 73%. I'm about to pull this out and continue the trip. Next stop is St. George, South Carolina. That's at about 10:30, 10:40, 10:34. Probably gonna be longer than that because we gotta run in the store real quick, but that's what it's about, man. 20-minute charge.
We always need it.
Alright, so we were supposed to only have one more stop, but the Tesla charging network suggested that we stop for at least 10 more minutes before we hit our last stop. And you know, I'm not complaining about it because sometimes you get to stretch your legs. So but what I wanted to show you is the full self-driving. That's a great tool for Tesla. It works. I'm gonna just show you. Hit the button right here and it lets you go. Look, and it's turning for me. It blink, look, it's turning. Boom, right turn, no hands, nothing on my feet. Basically it drives for you. I like to be in control of the car, but sometimes I let the self-driving take control. It has this illustration right here. You see the truck, you see the truck on the screen. No hands, nothing on the steering wheel, nothing on the pedals. And in about 0.3 miles is gonna make a right turn by itself. So let me show you this real quick. You see it's turning. Exit 5 coming up all by itself right there. Hard turn, slows it down, and it turns for you. Look, I'm not driving at all. There you go. Full self-driving at its best. All you gotta do is keep your eyes on the road and it'll take you to your destination. You don't even have to drive. So that helps sometimes when you're tired, but I like driving because it keeps me alert. But it's gonna make a left turn. Gonna stop. See no cars coming. Boom, boom, boom. It's gonna turn by itself. See how a car is coming? And a car is coming over there, it's gonna wait. And then now it's gonna go. Boom. Yep, there you go, full self-driving. I get to stretch my legs just for a few minutes while it charges it back up. All you do is hit the button, it automatically opens it up. Boom. Alright, so I charged about 12-13 minutes, a little extra, so it could get us to the charging station in South Carolina. Alright, last stop on this road trip. 11:50, well, it's 11:49 right now, so hopefully we could finish up charging right here and then make it all the way to Charlotte, North Carolina. We got exactly 19% battery right now, so once it get under 20, it turns yellow. Alright, here we go. Last charging station before we make it to our final destination. But like I said before, we gotta wait till the green light hits. We're just gonna have to make it work until we finish charging. So it's got about 7 minutes until the charge, but we're gonna stay a little longer so we can have a little more charge when we get to Charlotte, North Carolina. Everyone in the back chilling. Referral. Let's hit the road. Alright, y'all, so we officially in Charlotte, North Carolina. It took us about 8.5 hours. So, you know, that's a little longer than a gas vehicle, but all in all, it wasn't that bad. I think everyone looked well rested. We had a good trip, couple stops. I think 3 stops to be exact. They said we'll get to our destination in 6 minutes with about 36% charge. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I think electric vehicles is not a bad thing to drive an electric vehicle, but if you're in a hurry, I'll be honest, I would drive a gas vehicle if you're in a hurry. But if you just want to relax, take your time, go on the road, there's nothing wrong with an EV. There's plenty of charging stations around. You could find it everywhere. The car would tell you exactly where to stop, so you don't have to worry about anything. So to me, I'll do it again. Definitely do it again. This wasn't a bad drive. Obviously, we got to make it back home, but we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. But if you want to see more of this, just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I got accessories videos coming up. Probably in the next few videos, I'm going to show you all the accessories I bought for the car. And if you want an in-depth review of the car, every little thing this car could do, the self-driving, it could pull up to me, you know, in a parking lot, stuff like that. You want to see that, just let me know in the comments and let me know what you want to see. But Tesla Model Y long range rear wheel drive 2026, not a bad thing. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.